hope you have completed your basics now. And all of you, very good morning to all of you. Yes. First one. So basic rules of accounts. Debit the debtor, credit the creditor, debit the receiver, credit the giver. Debtor becomes giver and creditor becomes receiver. This is the rule of personal. Real account, debit what comes in, credit what goes out, and nominal account, debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. Friends, if you are a follower of the modern approach, you are aware about the equation assets minus liability is equal to capital. Asset shows debit balance, liability shows credit balance, capital shows credit balance, and expense and income shows credit balance, and expenses are showing debit balance. So company accounts, first entry, if you remember that first entry is bank account debit to equity share application, and then equity share application account debit to equity share capital. Application will get cancelled because it is a temporary account. Allotment account equity share, allotment account debit to equity share capital, and bank account debit to equity share allotment. Allotment will get cancelled, and bank account and equity share allotment are equity share capital is we will carry it to balance sheet. First call equity share, first call account debit to equity share capital, bank account debit to equity share first call, and second call account debit to equity share capital, and bank account debit to second call is the last entry. So if forfeiture entries we have to pass, what are the entries for forfeiture? Equity share capital, we are going to cancel it. So equity share capital account debit. Security premium, if not received, then we are going to cancel it to calls in arrears, or might be respective call to shares forfeited. Shares forfeited always showing credit balance. And if you remember that reissue we have not yet seen reissue, so that we are going to cover it today. Friends, balance sheet pro forma is very, very important. So balance sheet pro forma is equity and liability, shareholder funds, share capital, reserves and surplus, non-current liability, long-term borrowing, deferred tax liability, other long-term liability, long-term provisions, current liability, short-term borrowing, trade payable, other current liability, short-term provision, assets, non-current assets, property, plant and equipment, intangible assets, capital, WIP, intangible assets under development, long-term loans and advances, deferred tax asset, non-current investment, deferred tax asset, long-term loans and advances, other non-current assets, and current assets is CITCA, so current investment, inventory, trade receivable, cash and cash equivalent, short-term loans and advances, and other current assets. I hope you have revised all these entries. And suppose if there are debentures entries are very easy. Bank account debit to debenture application, and there are many cases that debentures account debit premium, loss on issue of debentures account debit to debentures account to security premium or to premium on redemption. So premium on redemption is your liability. I hope you are clear with all these concepts. Very good morning to all of you. Yes, say good morning. Muhammad Ali, Shiva Khan, Nanesh Ingre, Shiva Khan once again. Jyoti Vishal ji, naya name, Shivam Chaudhary, Vidhi Bangla, Ankit, Shivam Gupta, good morning all of you. Hira Hussain, after many days, beta. Bhumika, yes, good morning, beta. Misha, good morning to all of you. Yes, regular attenders of the classes. But I'm going to miss you for after 2 days. So if you have any query, you can send it to Board of Studies if I am getting a time. Yes, we are now, because we will start with some new fresh batches of intermediate, and I hope you will clear your exams in May. If you have any difficulty, or suppose if revisions lectures are also conducted by ICAI, so I will request it. And if possible, otherwise you can ask me queries. Where to ask it? You on our website also, yeah, on our application. Yes, if you have any query related to any chapter, those students I always prefer, if they are comfortable in Hindi, you always see our Pune branch lectures also. It is also part of ICAI. So those students who want answers or regular all concepts in detail, more detail means already I have covered all concepts. But suppose if you want each and every question in detail, you can ask for Pune branch Google Drives. Yes. So let's start with action day बेटा. प्रतीक्षा निर्मल, yes, आज तो बहुत सारे नए नए नाम आ रहे हैं. सानिका तो मैं पहचानता हूँ, प्रियंका को भी पहचानता हूँ. Yes, many new students. Have you revised it? Are you finding this chapter easy or difficult now? Tell me, company account, because this chapter you might have in your 12th standard also, and you know this logic of shares forfeited. So today we are going to start with this question, sir. Illustration number 1. So illustration number 7 we already covered. If you remember that pro forma is very, very important, and I want your speed. How many of you have completed it within time? Sarvesh Korde is saying, sir, give us your blessings to pass your exam beta. If you have studied properly, if you have followed my way of teaching, and you solved all questions minimum 2 to 3 times, you are going to pass it in the exam. CA foundation course is not at all difficult. Your logics are very, very important, and those students, yes, those who are doing it practice properly, those are going to pass beta. Sarvesh, why to worry if I say is with you? Yes, today is the last session. No, beta, today is the second last session. I think so. Okay. A company had an authorized capital of rupees 10 lakhs. So, beta, authorized capital, already on the first day, I told you it is a presentation entry. Authorized capital is always to show presentation. So, authorized capital, we never take it in the total. Remember, mark my those words. So, authorized capital, we never take in total. Yes. Divided into 1 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each. He decided to issue 60,000 equity shares for subscription and received application of 70,000 shares, sir. So this is oversubscription. Why oversubscription? Because you have only 60,000 shares, okay? And 60,000 shares, and we are getting, wait for some time. 1 lakh equity shares is authorized capital, and you allotted only 60,000 shares. Rejected remaining application. It has demanded or called rupees 9 per share. All shareholders have duly paid the amount called except holding 5,000 shares who paid rupees 7. So, beta, this is paid up capital. This is paid up capital. Okay. So, 1 lakh shares authorized capital. You can draw this diagram if you want. Yes, draw this diagram, beta. Yes, draw this diagram. So this is your index. In index also you can draw this. Yes, index if you want, and tell me over 1 lakh equity shares is authorized capital. Issued is only 60,000. Called up is beta 9 rupees and uncalled. Uncalled की कभी entry नहीं होती है. No entry. Paid up capital 55,000 into 9. They paid full amount, but 5,000 paid only 7 rupees. So calls in arrears. And remember, calls in arrears is shown as a deduction from share capital. Deduction from share capital. Authorized capital is only for presentation. In balance sheet, we are going to show called up capital, nahi, paid up capital, and paid up capital and is equal to called up capital minus calls in arrears. So this is a chart. 1 lakh is a maximum limit. Issued capital is 60,000 shares. So 60,000 shares is issued capital. Out of that, yes, 55,000 paid rupees 9. So you called up only 9, beta. Uncalled capital ka kabhi entry nahi hota, but you called rupees 9. And 5,000 shares, they paid you only rupees 7. So remaining are calls in arrears, and calls in arrears, you are going to record it in the balance sheet as a deduction. Chalo, tell me over after writing this chart. So now it's the time to present this entries. How to present beta this in balance sheet? How to present it? See, this is a balance sheet presentation. Balance sheet as on 31st March 2020. You can take a screenshot of this. Shareholders fund, share capital. You can take a screenshot if you want. Share capital, shareholders fund, share capital, then assets is current assets and cash equivalent. It is always recorded at paid up capital. It is only for understanding. Don't write it in exam. Just I'm telling you, share capital is always recorded at paid up capital, not authorized. Authorized is only for presentation, issued is only for presentation, subscribed is different, and called up and then paid up. So how to present it in notes to accounts? You can see here, there is a note number 1 and note number 2. So take a screenshot. Notes to accounts. You can see share capital, equity share capital, authorized, issued, subscribed and paid up capital, called up capital, and cash equivalent is the balance with banks. So authorized share capital, issued capital, called up capital, and cash equivalent. Chalo. Okay, so authorized, issued, called up, and paid up capital. You can see here, authorized capital is a maximum limit. Issued capital is number of shares which are issued. Called up capital less calls in arrears. So beta calls unpaid is called as calls in arrears, and you are recording it at this is a paid up capital. Called up and paid up. So 5,40,000 is a called up, and this is paid up. Okay. So understood this question, beta? Illustration number 1 is very easy. How to present different types of capital in the balance sheet. So this question is related to presentation in the balance sheet, how your different capitals are presented into balance sheet. Maximum time for this question is beta 8 to 10 minutes. So try to solve this question within 8 to 10 minutes. Yes, beta. Thank you for understanding illustration number 1. Now we will move to the next illustration. Yes, now you only draw the diagram. A company invited application of 10,000 equity shares. So beta 10,000 equity shares. 50 each payable on application rupees 15. So this is a 15 rupees. Allotment is 20 and first call is 15. You received the application of 10,000 shares. So beta this is full subscription. You can write over there. This is a full subscription. And all applicants allotted the number of shares and installment money was duly received. Show journal entries. Always think for one share. So bank account debit to equity share application. It's very simple question. Beta, this problem might be asked in exam. This our illustration number 1, but illustration number 2 is very easy, beta. So always think for one share. Yes, you know the Sanket's diagram presentation. So application allotment first call. So one share, always think for one share. It is bank account debit 15, 15. Then equity share application to equity share capital 15, 15. Then you multiply by, yes, next one is equity share allotment to equity share capital, bank to equity share allotment 20, 20. And first call account debit to equity share capital and bank account debit to first call. So this is really very easy question, and you will just multiply by number of shares, that is 10,000 shares. Very easy category question. So you can write it in the index. Basic entries, shares issued at par. C category question, but a C category question. Very easy. Basic entries, shares issued at par. Raise the volume, beta. Volume is not clear. Check, check, check. Shiba Khan is asking me, sir, why they have returned 6 lakh shares? Yes, in first question, she has a query. What is the query, beta? No, beta, subscribed capital is only 60,000. Okay, don't write 70,000 because the remaining shares are subscribed, though it is 70,000, but number of shares that you have with you, you will record that 60,000 shares. So don't record 70,000 shares. Subscribe capital. Easy છે કોણ કહે છે કેમી કેમી ગુજરાતી શીખ ગઈ બેટા તું બેસિક એન્ટ્રીઝ શેર્સ ઇશ્યુડ એટ પાર next one number 3 date-wise entries in the case of under subscription. So beta, this is really very easy question. So I'm not going to take illustration number 3 is your homework. Over subscription. Over subscription and calls in arrears. That is a B category question. So you can take, screenshot of this. C category, I'm not going to take it. So C category question, over subscription and calls in arrears. Beta, sale of approval in option nahi re beta. Mahesh Pandey, I'm going to provide you recorded session for sales on approval. Cash book ka lecture मैंने already ICAI को दे दिया है. So sales on approval within 2 to 3 days. Yes, beta. After completion of actually my schedule is very hectic now. So I'm going to record it. Don't worry, sales on approval basis, and I will upload the session on our YouTube, our ICAI channel. Don't worry. Chalo. ILU 3, 4, 5 is a cash book and journal proper, and shares issued at premium is also very easy. So should I take these questions or you will do it by your own? Write down in the comment section. अरे यार C category question है यार, क्या है उसमें? You only tell me. You only tell me. Board resolution and dated is not necessary, beta. Yes, board resolution. Someone is asking me, sir, in narration, this board resolution and dated वगैरह जरूरी है क्या? No, beta. We'll do one thing. You can take a screenshot of my answers, so it will be easy for you. Illustration 3 no need to take any, for those who are thinking, कि sir, yes, narration is difficult one. So you can take a screenshot. This is illustration number 4. You can take a screenshot. No need. Palak Gupta आ चुकी है. Yes, beta. Very good. Palak Gupta, new name after many days. So this is illustration number 3, 4 we have completed. You can take a screenshot of illustration number 5. Is also very easy. No, 5 का कुछ जरूरत नहीं है. It's a cash book only. 6, yes, you can take a screenshot of 6 number. Cami, why are you asking such questions, beta? Don't think negatively. Beta, CA has great future in their life. Actually, we have n number of fields in after becoming CA. So might be taxation, might be, accounting, might be, yes, now at least I'm teaching you only because I have a degree of chartered accountancy. So there are, yes, always you will get your bread and butter. Don't worry. And don't think at this stage, beta, you are at foundation. If you think anything negatively, yes, no need to think in such a way that whether after becoming so many students are passing every year, whether we will get the job. Yes, beta, if you are perfect, you are going to get job. Don't worry. Yes, Palak. No problem, beta. No problem. Fifth is over. Yes, fifth is also over. So narration must be very simple, beta. Narration is not like number of, yes, the board resolution dated. That what ICAI has to write these answers. But in exam, if you want narration, you can give it very simple narration. Being allotment money received, being first call received, being second call received is okay. Yes, we have completed up to 7 number. So let's move to illustration number 8. Let's move to illustration number 8. Ankit Prasad ka kya question hai? So question 5, we have not recorded to 42,000 and 88,000 in journal entries. Final call. Beta, final call is not asked in the question. That's why. In illustration number 5. Beta, written na final call. Final call is there. Yes, final call is there, beta. अंकित आपका मुझे क्वेश्चन नहीं समझा. ठीक है. Shares issued at discount. Ch 7 6 7 8 number and 9 number that we are going to pass. 8 and 9. Shreyans Limited did not receive the first call. Shreyans Limited did not receive the first call. And 10,000 rupees into rupees 3. Okay. No, beta, it's on Zoom. Palak ji. Shreyans Limited did not receive first call on 10,000 equity shares at rupees 3 per share. Was due on 1st July 2002. This amount was received on 1st April 2021. Open calls in arrears account and journalize the entry. Actually, ICAI must pass entry for interest also, but only calls in arrears entry is asked. So this question is really very easy. So calls in arrears account debit. Calls in arrears account debit to equity share. First call. So first call is 30,000 shares. 10,000 into 30. So calls in arrears always has a debit balance. And first call we are going to cancel it and bank account debit to calls in arrears. So here we have opened calls in arrears account and you received this after how many months? 7 is actually calls in arrears. So according to me, we must pass the entry for interest also. But yes, but ICAI has strictly asked you about calls in arrears account, open calls in arrears account. I rectified the answer here. I don't know why. So calls in arrears, open, why I don't know. call scenarios account. You can see here call scenarios account. Though ICAI has not given you call scenarios account, you can write it. Yes. Chalo, write down this call scenarios account and tell me over. Always as debit plus, credit minus. Debit plus, credit minus. Yes, yes, yes. Illustration number 8. Please tell me over after writing this call scenarios account. To equity share capital, by balance carried down, and to balance brought down, and by bank account. Sir, 8 illustration is different in my book. Muhammad Ahmad, please take new copies. I think we forgot to write call scenarios account. Yes, today I will tell the suggestion to open call scenarios account. Otherwise, we will cancel that call scenarios account from the question. ILU 9, mark it as IMP 1, ILU 9. And as I told you, call scenarios is always deducted from share capital. Yes, beta. 9th number, I'm going to take it in writing. So don't worry. So many students, they ask me about illustration number 9. Wait. I will tell you how to solve this question. So let's write this illustration number 9 in the notebook. Chalo. Notebook mein likho jaldi se. Illustration number 9. We are going to solve it. ILU 9. I think for company accounts, we got the sufficient time na, as compared to other chapters. What are your opinions? Yes, at least tell me. So I will inform ICAI. What do you think? Whether company accounts we got sufficient time? It's not like partnership and other chapters. Which chapters you think very fast, so that next time we will take more days, or we can allot, at least have feedback. So I may inform to our board of studies team. Feedbacks are always important, and we want to grow it at next level, so that students must have thorough understanding of all concepts of study material, and that's why our aim is to make it at number 1. So please, you always give your proper feedback. So I will inform it to board of studies also. What do you think? Which chapters are very fast? But what happens, actually speaking, yes, just want to share you something. So many students think that, sir, ICAI classes both fast hote hai. We have limitations because we are running this activity, free of cost, and we have to provide it at our best level. We have many faculty members, so your feedbacks are always important. Which faculties are better ones, so that next time we will take care about all these things. But remember, so actually in last, we are at our improving stage. So what happened to last in second batch or in third batch, we got only 30 sessions. Now actually we are getting 37, 30, 40 sessions, and suppose if ICAI permits us, so we will take it to 50 sessions and we will plan it accordingly. But what happens, we are never telling that we are taking each and a question in detail, because it's not possible, and CA is a distance learning course. So your efforts are also equally important. Suppose if I show you the direction, now it's your hard work will give you to will you reach to your destiny. And remember, so it's not always that we will do the spoon feeding. So I have seen many private classes sessions also, means I will don't take the names, but many renowned people, what they do, they are doing just, they are taking their own questions, they are taking not from study material, and that's why students are getting result failure, not at foundation level but also at intermediate level. And if you see the any students who passed or who are AIR students, if you ask them, instead of private classes, they are always prefer to read study material, and that's why they are getting success. Now see, every student has his different ability. I won't compare each and every student is AIR, but sometimes it might happen that I'm good in practical subjects, but I was never good in theoretical subjects. I never like law or economics. These are very, मुझे अच्छे नहीं लगते वो subjects. So it's every student's passion. Suppose if you ask me accounts, costing, or advanced accounts, or even income tax, I prefer to read this topic very, taking interest. But I'm not good in theoretical subject. It's every student has its different capacity, and if you are all good in all subjects, you are merit ranker. And always try to improve your standard, and always try to achieve some best targets like AIR. ये अपना aim होना चाहिए. Your aim always, it should be AIR, all India level में ranker आना चाहिए. It is your aim, or might be having best articleship or in your corporate sector. So always keep your aim very high and try to follow my techniques. Try to understand crux of every subject, and you will get marks. You are going to pass it in the exam. Don't worry. Chalo. Chalo. Next one. Rashmi Limited issued at 1 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each, and is payable 2.5 on application, 3 on allotment, and 2 on first call. So write down this question now. Yes. $2.532. All the shares were fully subscribed. Mr. Nair, who held 10,000 shares, paid full remaining amount of first call itself. Okay. So, Mr. Nair, 10,000 shares, paid full remaining amount of first call itself. The final call, which was made after 3 months from the first call, was paid except a shareholder having 1,000 shares who paid the amount after 2 months. So beta 10,000 shares, you are getting calls in advance, and for 1,000 shares, you are not getting calls in advance, but it is calls in arrears. Company also paid interest on calls in advance to Mr. Nair. Give journal interest. So first thing, what you have to do? You have to draw one chart. So index. First finish with the index. Illustration number 9. Yes. Write down this. Calls in arrears. Now this is A plus category question. Calls in arrears to respective call. Calls in arrears to respective call. So arrears has a debit balance, and bank account debit to calls in advance. So first received. Interest is income. So what is the entry beta? Interest is income at the rate of 10%, and here interest is expenditure. So now income has a credit balance. Okay, income has a credit balance. It's a nominal account, and shareholder is debtor. Shareholder is a debtor, and for expenses, shareholder, we have to pay him. So he's our creditor. So in case of arrears, he's our asset. Okay, we have to take money. He's a debtor, receivable. And in case of expenditure, we have to pay him. So he's a creditor. So entry will be shareholder to interest on call scenarios. And second entry, bank account debit, total amount to call scenarios to shareholders. So beta, shareholder becomes giver, debtor becomes giver, and here he will become receiver. Here 3 entries, 1, 2, 3. See, calls in advance, we are going to cancel it. And then shareholder is become receiver to interest on calls in advance. No, beta, it's wrong entry. To bank. To bank. Sorry, last entry is wrong. Shareholders to bank. Okay, write down this. Tell me over after writing these entries. See and think positively. What are entries? Call scenarios, debit balance to respective call. So due first. And in case of advance, bank account debit to calls in advance. Then interest is income. So second entry will be, so these are the entries you have to pass. Then for interest, you will pass entry shareholder account debit to interest because it's income. And bank account debit to call scenarios to shareholder because call scenarios you have to cancel it. So total amount. Over. Tell me over after writing these entries. Don't take a screenshot. Write down it properly. A plus category question. A plus category question. And please, while writing entry, please write down it by logic. Shareholder is a debtor, to interest is income, and then we will collect the amount. So bank account debit, shareholder becomes giver, and two call scenarios. Call scenarios is the unpaid amount of face value, and shareholder is showing interest amount, and bank is a total amount, interest plus paid up value. भूमिका नहीं लिखा है सिर्फ ओवर सर. व्हाट अबाउट अदर स्टूडेंट्स? व्हाट अबाउट अदर स्टूडेंट्स? चलो, let's start. Write down it fast. All entries. Yes, over. Write down it fast. इलू नाइन हाँ, this is very important chart. See beta, this is very important chart. First I will explain you. 1 lakh shares, correct है? This chart is very important. 1 lakh shares, Nair calls in advance. How many shares he has? 10,000 shares into 2.5. Okay, so 25,000 we have calls in advance from Nair. So it has a credit balance, and interest has a debit balance because it is our expenditure. And how many months? From question you can see he has given it money before 3 months, so we will charge, yes, he will charge us. We have to pay him interest for how many months beta? 3 months. Yes, देखो बेटा एकदम इजी है. कौन एक्सप्लेन इन हिंदी? महेश पांडे भाई. 1 लाख शेयर्स 6, करेक्ट है? सो 1 लाख शेयर्स है, उसमें से नायर भाई साहब जो है उनके पास 10,000 शेयर्स ऑलरेडी उन्होंने एडवांस में पे कर दिया. उन्होंने क्या किया? 10,000 को एडवांस में पे कर दिया. हाउ मेनी शेयर्स ही पेड इन एडवांस? 10,000. सो 10,000 में से टेल मी 2.5 rupees, 25,000 we have calls in advance. Okay, so calls in advance means he paid us it in advance. It's our liability beta, it's our liability. Okay, and we have to pay him interest because he paid us in advance. उसने हमें जल्दी पेमेंट किया, तो हमने किसी ने भी हमें जल्दी पेमेंट किया तो हमें उसको इंटरेस्ट देना पड़ेगा. सो बेटा महेश, ये हमारा इंटरेस्ट आएगा कितने अमाउंट पे? 25,000 रुपए पे 12% से 3 महीने के लिए. ओके, 3 months. एंड सेम थिंग एक्स, मिस्टर एक्स, क्योंकि इसका नाम नहीं था शायद से, सो नाम नहीं था इसलिए मैंने इसको मिस्टर एक्स लिखा. नो नेम, सो मिस्टर एक्स calls in arrears for 1,000 shares. He has not paid the last call, 2.5, and so we have to collect money from him. And what amount he has not paid? 2,500. And when he paid after 2 months, so this is interest. And see, calls in arrears is our asset and interest is our income. ठीक है? So 42 rupees we are getting our income, and 89,000 are normal shares. Normal shares means yes, we will get amount on that regularly. So there is no advance and there is no arrears for 89,000 shares. It's very simple, sir. It's very simple. चलो 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 जल्दी बोलो. Got it or not? अरे ओवर बोल दो, ओवर बोल दो. This chart is very important बेटा. We have to write this. Shiba Khan, very good beta, very good. Calls in advance, you have done this. Shiba Khan ने करेक्ट किया. Yes, now entries. A+ category question, huh? A+ category. A+ category question, sir. Interest rate is always hidden beta. Interest rate 12% per annum is given in the Companies Act. For expenditure it is 12% and 10% is income. लिखो लिखो लिखो, जल्दी लिखो, जल्दी लिखो. over sir, over sir. Cami क्या रे बेटा? Sir, you made accounts very easy. Hope you will teach us at inter level also. Yes, beta. If ICAI permits me, yes, I will teach you. Or मिलेगा. Yes. Don't worry, I will teach you at inter level. See beta, bank account debit to equity share application 1 lakh shares. Yes, we have received. As you are aware of this diagram, so in this question you are aware this diagram 2.5, 3, 2 and 3 and 2, and last one is also 2.5 balance on the final call. So balance is a second call. So first entry bank account. Now at least you can take a screenshot now. Now it's very easy at the end. So yes, take a screenshot of this first. Bank account debit to equity share application. Nothing difficult in this question now. Bank account debit to equity share application. Who is asking me how come? Ankit Mishra. 89,000 शेयर्स कहां से आए बेटा? आप सोचो, ये क्वेश्चन बेटा आप ही मुझे बताओ. सो चलो टेक अ स्क्रीनशॉट. अंकित मिश्रा मुझे पूछ रहे 89,000 कहां से आया बेटा? 1 lakh शेयर्स आर देयर. आउट ऑफ दैट नायर हैज 10,000, मिस्टर एक्स हैज 1,000. बेटा थोड़ा तो 10,000 minus 1,000, so normal shares beta 89,000. Balancing figure. ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. यस बेटा अंकित मिश्रा, नाउ यू अंडरस्टूड इट. बेटा थोड़ा आपको परफेक्शन पे जाना पड़ेगा ना. चलो, 2 एंट्रीज वी हैव कंप्लीटेड. इक्विटी शेयर अलॉटमेंट एंड बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट इक्विटी शेयर अलॉटमेंट. Yes, so these entries are also very easy, and even equity share first call account debit to equity share capital. So fifth entry is also easy. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. Now sixth entry is 1. So this is red pen. I will box it. So I'm getting calls in advance extra. So new entries, I will mark it by red pen. So while copying it, you have to write it by red pen. Wait. Equity share final call to equity share capital is also easy. And this is very, very important entry. This 8 number entry. So this is red pen entry fully. Bank account debit, calls in advance account debit to, calls in arrears account debit to equity share final call. So whenever you are writing it, please write it by red pen. So this will help you at the time of revision. So sixth entry is important, and 8th entry is red pen entry. Red pen entry, 8th entry. ऐ मेरे अब्दुल, छा गया रे बेटा, तू छा गया. अब्दुल एकदम फुल स्पीड में कर रहा है आज. बहुत टाइम बाद आया अब्दुल, आज 12 बजे आया. So bank account debit, calls in advance account debit, calls in arrears account debit to equity share final call. Okay. Screenshot ले लिया बेटा, screenshot ले लिया. And then interest on calls in advance is expenditure, to shareholder is my creditor. Write down by red pen this entry. 9th one also red pen. Shareholder to bank. Then this is income. And all these entries by red pen beta. All these entries are red pen entries. 9, 10, 11, 12. Because we are doing it for the first time. Shareholder. Here shareholder is a debtor, giver, total, paid up part, face value part. Think logically, you will understand these entries. One more time, revise it. Take quiz. Okay, beta, take quiz after this. Yes, we are going to take quiz. So revise it. And I want 9, 10, 11, 12 entries without looking into answer. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Every one of you, I'm giving you exactly 5 minutes. Exactly 5 minutes to recall these entries. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. See, bank account debit is a balancing figure. Calls in advance, liability cancelled. Liability cancelled. It's a final call. Calls in arrears, new asset. New asset, because calls in arrears is asset debit balance. Okay, equity share final call is getting cancelled. Interest ka logic I told you. Shareholder creditor becomes receiver, 10th entry, and cancel. Calls in arrears cancelled. 2,500. Yes, think it. Yes, revise it 2 times and then write down it in the comment section. I don't want any of you are doing copy paste. Okay, so think it. I'm giving you exactly 5 minutes to recall, because these entries are important, and whenever I'm telling to recall it and write it in the comment section, everyone's duty to write it in the comment section. Okay, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, everyone has to write it in the comment section. Chalo, chalo, chalo. Yes, 5 minutes you have. I will check how many of you are writing this. Don't write amounts, but at least recall all entries. Don't write amounts. Amounts are very easy, but at least try to recall entries. Amount, you can do it afterwards. You have 5 minutes to write it. Beta bank, we got this amount, interest amount 42, and we are going to cancel this 2,500 because we are getting this amount. So calls in arrears, we are getting 2,500 now plus interest on that, and therefore we are getting total amount 2,542. Easy hai? 12th entry is very easy, sir. Revise quickly and write down it in the comment section. Revise it quickly. All these 12 entries, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I want it in the comment section. प्रसाद logically याद रख बेटा, logically याद रख. 9, 10, 11, 12. Interest is our expenditure to shareholder. We have to pay him. Interest is our expenditure. Yes, these entries are difficult one. You have to practice it for minimum 2 to 3 times. That's why it is A plus category question, na beta. I have given you logic for this. So think logically. See how many of you can do these entries without looking into answer. Revise it and then write it. इजी है या डिफिकल्ट है? यस माय फ्रेंड्स, आर यू फाइंडिंग इट्स इजी और डिफिकल्ट वन? इजी है और डिफिकल्ट बेटा? इजी है बेटा, इजी है। चलो, yes, we are done with these entries. Yes, you need a break of 5 minutes, 12:05, so that after the break we are going to start with fresh session of reissue. So all of you are waiting for reissue. It's very simple actually. So we are going to start with reissue. If you are aware about the basic entries of forfeiture, and if you're all ready, yes, I will give you a break of 5 minutes. So chalo, let's take a break of 5 minutes and we'll meet at 12:05. Take a break. Welcome back once again after the break. So illustration number 9, actually it is A plus category question. And now let's move to next concept of illustration number 10, that is a forfeiture of shares, and it is your liking. Okay, I know now forfeiture of shares, Sanket's students, they are not thinking this is very difficult one, and I will give you some techniques for solving this illustration number 10. So yes, first I will prepare the diagram and always think for one share. So what is the requirement of this question? Always prepare Sanket's diagram. Let's see. A Limited forfeited 30,000 equity shares of 10 fully called up, held by Mr. X for non-payment of final call 4 each. Okay, so he paid application money 2, he paid allotment money 4, and he has not paid the final call. So where is the first line? First line is received. So this is a diagram beta after allotment money. And which is the second line? Second line is of forfeiture. So forfeiture is the second line. So this is the diagram, and now you pass entry for one share. So let's see how many of you are passing entry for one share. Chalo, chalo, chalo. Forfeiture is very easy, sir. Forfeiture is very easy. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Yes, entry one share beta, entry for one share. Equity share capital 10. Beta, always write first. Yes, Jyoti Jha, very fast beta. 2 call scenarios 4, this 4 because this is not received, and 2 shares forfeited is 6. Shares forfeited 6. Shares forfeited 6. So equity share capital 10, to call scenarios 4, to shares forfeited 6. And then just multiply by number of shares. Now it's time for giving answers. Huh? It's time to give answer. Chalo, illustration number 11. And then just multiply by how many number of shares? 30,000. So see beta, this is 3 lakhs. Yes, 1,20,000. Yes, 2 shares forfeited. Yes, 1,80,000. Just always think for one share. You can write share first call also. Palak Gupta, yes, you are correct beta. Instead of call scenarios, you may write first call. Both options are correct. Both options are correct. So Palak ji, बहुत बढ़िया बेटा, छा गई हो तुम. Here call scenarios account is open. Huh? Here it is given in the question in separately. Call scenarios account is given. 8 called up, non-payment of first call, that is 2. Application 2 and allotment 4. So 2 plus 4, 6 plus 2, 8. And which is not paid beta. So this is a diagram. Yes. 2 rupees ignore because last call is not asked. So what is the, yes, what is the entry? Think for one share. Chalo, chalo, chalo. So tell me for illustration number 11, how many of you can answer it? Chalo, fast. Draw the diagram and on question only. And pass the entry for one share. Always think for one share and just multiply by 20,000 shares. It's very simple, sir. It's very simple. Hey, beta. Shiba Khan. Hey, Shiba. Think for one share, na beta. Why are you writing all answers 160, 40? I always want answer for one share. I don't want answer for total. आज मेरी सास आई है तो मुझे चाय भी बहुत बढ़िया मिला बेटा, आज एक्सपेक्ट नहीं था। यस। वेरी गुड वेरी गुड। अरे अमाउंट कौन लिखेगा? हु इज दैट पर्सन? अरे अभी गुप्ता। व्हाट अबाउट अमाउंट्स रे? अमाउंट कौन लिखेगा? सो इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल अप टू सेकंड लाइन, that is called up amount, called and forfeited. 8. 2, you can write now calls in arrears because it is open. So calls in arrears 2 rupees and 2 shares forfeited, which is received amount. So received is 6. Very simple. And multiplied by, yes sir, 20,000 shares sir. Chalo chalo chalo. Next one, security premium. Chalo, draw the diagram. Here's a diagram first. 100 each called up at a security premium of 20. Amount on application, yes beta, 20. Allotment including premium, so premium is 20, so face value is 30, so including premium. And final call 50. Chalo, diagram. 20, 30, 20 and 50. Only application money received. Pass the entry. Call scenarios account is not open, so pass for 1 share beta, pass for 1 share. Harshit Jaiswal, don't pass entry total amount, pass for 1 share. I'm telling you. Pratiksha Nirmal, entry for 1 share. Security premium received or not received? Not received. Not received, then cancel it. Not received, so cancel. Ignore mat karna. Think for 1 share. Think for 1 share. Equity share capital 100. Security premium 20. To first call, sorry, to allotment 50. To first call 50. To shares forfeited 20. Yes. Very good, Miss Bhumika. Yes, beta, Sonu Shaw. After so many days, beta, comment Palak Gupta ji ki bhi correct entry. Yes, now everyone is very comfortable in these entries. Huh? I don't know why. Yes. Who answered very fast? Who answered very fast? इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल 50 का आंसर किसने दिया था? शिवम गुप्ता। यार क्या कर रहे हो भाई? क्या कर रहा है यार बेटा शिवम? सबसे फास्ट कौन था? नैनेश का भी रॉन्ग यार, क्या कर रहा है नैनेश? ज्ञानेश गलती समझा क्या? सबसे पहले मीशा मेहता ने बताया, मीशा मेहता इज द फर्स्ट वन, वो आंसर इट करेक्टली। क्या करते हो उन्हीं, और ये कौन है यार? प्रतीक्षा निर्मल, वाई आर यू पासिंग एंट्री फॉर टोटल अमाउंट यार? वाई टोटल अमाउंट प्रतीक्षा निर्मल? You pass only for one share na. I told you to pass entry for one share. सानिका बोल रहे सर, यू मेड कंपनी अकाउंट्स वेरी इजी। थैंक यू बेटा। डायग्राम विल हेल्प यू आउट, वेरी इजी। नहीं अच्छा यार, नहीं अच्छा। प्रतीक्षा निर्मल, आई एम नॉट लाइकिंग इट। Why are you passing direct amount entry? You pass only for one share. Sir is giving you this guideline from last 20 minutes. Nanesh Ingre, what is wrong with you, beta? Why you are passing entry of 50 rupees? Up to second, please draw this diagram correctly first. See, this Mishra ji. Mishra ji भी direct amount के साथ। Now let's see 13 number. Chalo, tell me it in the comment section. Till now it's easy or till now it's difficult one? Easy or difficult till now? मयूर क्या है बेटा? ज्ञानेश बोल रहा है फर्स्ट देने के चक्कर में गलत हो गया। ठीक है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं। मीशा मेहता बोल रही है सर उस दिन अच्छा हुआ आपने आकांक्षा को बुलाया, तब से मैंने भी जर्नल एंट्री चालू कर दी है। बेटा इट इज अगेंस्ट आवर प्रोटोकॉल बट स्टिल ओनली फॉर योर मोटिवेशन आई कॉल देम। I know कि at least you understood where are you and that's why I called आकांक्षा। ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं बेटा। बहुत बढ़िया लगता है जब मेरे स्टूडेंट्स ऐसे फास्ट 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 आंसर देते, मेरे जैसा बैलेंस शीट बताते, मेरे जैसे एंट्रीज बताते, बहुत अच्छा लगता है। एंड यू आर गिविंग दिस आंसर्स, इट्स ओके बेटा ज्ञानेश, बट डोंट yes please do not in hurry। चलो कोई बात नहीं। नाउ 13 नंबर, वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। मिस्टर शमी, मोहम्मद शमी has 1000 shares. He applied. Now see the applied. So here the question of pro rata. And in pro rata, how to adjust it? Paying application money rupees 2 per share, but he has allotted only 600 shares. Allotted. So he applied for 1000 shares, but he allotted 600 shares. So what are excess shares he applied? Excess applied 400 shares. And how much rupees he has paid extra? 2 rupees. So rupees 800 extra. Rupees 800 excess. Wait. The shares having face value of 10, प्रीमियम 2, एप्लीकेशन में 2, allotment, now bifurcate allotment, security premium is 2, so face value is 3, so we will bifurcate 3 2, and final call 5. So see the face value total 2 plus 3 plus 5, 10, and this is 2. He has paid, received rupees 2 and call and forfeited. Called and forfeited. So what is the entry now? Now this is a diagram. Draw it. Draw it very fast. So diagram one more time. 2, 3, 2. This is face value on security premium. And last one is 5. Received. And this is forfeited. Called and forfeited. What is the entry, beta? Equity share capital account debit. Think for 1 share. Called up amount, face value. 2 plus 3 plus 5, 10. Security premium, received or not received? Not received. So cancel it. Think for 1 share. Security premium 2. Allotment 5 rupees. 2 first call. Allotment हो गया इधर 5 rupees and first call 5. 2 shares forfeited. Collected amount face value 2 rupees. How many shares you allotted? 600. And beta, you collected excess money. How many shares? 400 shares you collected excess. That is rupees 800. Now it is a pro rata. So pro rata, what it says? Pro rata excess money collected, adjusted in allotment. Pro rata, what it talks about? I already taught you. Pro rata, excess money collected is adjusted in allotment. So beta, allotment say 800, you will get less amount because you already collected, and forfeited means collected amount. So 800 you will deduct from. So this is first time. You will deduct it from allotment because you will receive less, and you will receive, yes, you already collected. So collected means forfeited amount first time. So 800 rupees you collected already. So deduct it from allotment and add it in forfeited, and your entry is going to tally. So let us see the entry. 6,000, 1,200, 3,000 minus 800. This is 2,200. This is 3,000. And this is 2,000. See the difference, 7,200. Yes! ICAI shares forfeited को लास्ट में लेना चाहिए according to Sanket sir's sequence. So this is the entry. Who told me this is very difficult one? Yes, got the concept now. Yes, tell me. First time आया 800. Pro rata example. Pro rata example. Very good, Shiba Khan. Yes, easy or difficult? टेल मी. सो 800 रुपए देखो आपको एक्सेस आया. एक्सेस आया तो आप किस में एडजस्ट करोगे? अलॉटमेंट में से अभी कम लोगे और आपको ज्यादा मिला था. ज्यादा मतलब कलेक्शन. कलेक्शन फॉरफिटेड मींस ऑलवेज अ कलेक्टेड अमाउंट. सो कलेक्टेड अमाउंट एंड दिस इज अ कॉल्स इन एरियर्स. सो अलॉटमेंट में से कम होएगा एंड शेयर्स फॉरफिटेड में ऐड होएगा. खत्म. इजी छे, इजी छे, इजी छे. Okay, chalo. So let's move to next question, sir. Illustration number 14. Now reissue of forfeited shares. So this is the last part that I'm going to cover it today. So reissue of forfeited shares. Sir, we got the entry for forfeiture. Understand. Equity share capital account debit. Security premium if not received account debit. Okay. Khushi Bakshi is saying, sir, first time I'm finding company accounts very easy. Yes, beta, it is easy, beta. Sanket sir is there, to kai ko darna. 2 calls in arrears. Beta, arrears has a debit balance, so now we cancel it. So this balance becomes 0. This balance also becomes 0. Security premium, but the received is there. Yes, we are going to write it in the balance sheet. This balance is also becoming 0 or respective call. And 2 shares forfeited. Shares forfeited, we have to give debit. And this is a collected amount. Yes, beta, you are correct, Yashoda ji. Collected amount. Easy, che? Now understand. Shares forfeited. This is shares forfeited. Collected amount. Now see, this is shown under the head share capital. So this is story up to forfeiture. Ye story thi forfeiture tak. Now what to do with shares forfeited balance? What do you mean by shares forfeited? Suppose, assume SS Limited amount. So we cancelled her name from our shareholder list. हमने उसका नाम मिटा दिया shareholder list में से. So shareholder list में से we have removed her name. So credit balance. So shares forfeited always shows credit balance. अंकित प्रसाद, मैं सीन कर पा रहा हूं आपके आंसर्स. So now please focus now. Shares forfeited credit balance. Okay. Now what to do with this shares forfeited? Now you have option number 1. Option number 1, cancel it. So shares forfeited, always remember shares forfeited credit balance. Shares forfeited credit balance. Shares forfeited credit balance. Shares forfeited credit balance. Okay. Option number 2, we can reissue. So I reissued it to Palak Gupta. So I cancelled the name of Bhumika and I reissued it to Palak Gupta. It's very simple, sir. So there are 2 options. Either cancel it permanently, you will cancel that forfeiture balance. Okay, we don't want to reissue to someone. हमें ये किसी को शेयर देना नहीं है. हमने वो परमानेंटली, देखो मैंने किसी को शेयर दिया था, भूमिका को शेयर दिया था, भूमिका ने मुझे पैसा दिया नहीं, अभी बस हो गया भाई, मैं किसी को वो शेयर देना नहीं चाहता हूं. जैसे कि आपकी प्रीमाइसेस, your own premises, suppose you rented it out, that tenant, he has not paid you any amount, so you removed him from your place. Now one option is that now your that premises will be vacant. You don't want to give it to any person. You think, yes, I will go it as a second home and I won't give it on the rent once again. So that is the first option. I don't want to give it on the rent. And second option, yes, I will remove, I will keep one new tenant. तो मैं नया tenant उस पे रखूंगा और मुझे भाड़ा आता रहेगा. So that is the second option I have. Okay. So shares forfeited. Now cancel it or reissue it. So suppose now shares forfeited, I want to cancel it. So shares forfeited has a credit balance. So now cancel it. How to cancel it? Any amount by giving opposite effect. So shares forfeited account debit. Shares forfeited account debit. To beta, now it's my profit. I don't want to issue it to someone. Okay. So this is my profit. And remember, this is not my regular profit. So I will not continue. So this is not my routed through P&L. This is not routed through P&L. Okay. So this profit is not my regular profit. Therefore, it is not routed through P&L, but this is my capital reserve profit because it is not my day-to-day profit. I'm not forfeiting my shares every day. And this capital reserve will be shown under the head reserves and surplus. So if you are, if anyone asks you, sir, this is your profit, why not to route it through P&L? So you can tell him, this is not my regular profit. And therefore it is shown under the head capital reserve, under the head reserves and surplus. Remember this. Remember this. And suppose if reissued means bank account debit, new amount collected from Palakji, amount collected. But then shares forfeited, we are going to cancel. Shares forfeited account debit, cancel it. So see, shares forfeited will be cancelled in both cases. Amount collected till now. Amount collected till now. To equity share capital. So this is a face value or called up amount. To security premium if more than face value. Very, very important, na beta. If you collected more than face value from new person, in that case, security premium, and very, very important, capital reserve. And one important line, capital reserve cannot exceed, write down this by red pen, this cannot exceed, I will tell you the logic of this, shares forfeited. Cannot exceed shares forfeited. So this is the entry for forfeiture. Reissue. Bank account debit. New shareholder Palak has paid me some amount. Shares forfeited account debit because we have to cancel it. To equity share capital by face value or called up amount. To security premium if your face value is less than your amount which is collected from Palak. And to capital reserve, it cannot exceed shares forfeited account. Now what is the meaning of this? That I'm going to tell you. Don't worry. Yes. I will give some examples so it will be easy for you. Examples I'm going to give you. Don't worry. Chalo. Let's see. I'm very happy that you are attending it in the live session. Many students are referring this recorded session, but yes, those are who are answering very good beta in live session is always better. Otherwise, एक श्रवण भक्ति हो जाता है. संगीत संध्या जैसे होती है. ठीक है, सुन रहे हम लोग, सर बोल रहे, but live में you are always interactive. Beta, loss on reissue is not there. Yes, beta Palak, I'm going to explain it. See the example now. Examples. See. Examples. Beta, today I'm going to explain you debentures के two concepts and reissue problems and debentures. Some problems we are going to take it in the next session. Okay, so I hope now after this reissue, I'm going to tell you one more concept of debenture suspense, collateral security, so that yes, I will be finished with the theory part, and day after, yes, on Monday we are going to take only problem parts. चलो ध्यान देना. Okay. Cam is saying, sir, when I was in 12th, hard time to understand this concept, but now it's very easy. Capital reserve in reissue, explain again. Okay, beta, I will explain it. Mohammad Ahmed, don't worry. सर एक बार कैपिटल रिजर्व समझा दीजिए, कोई भी बात नहीं. बेटा एग्जांपल में आई विल कीप वन अमाउंट, शेयर्स फॉरफिटेड, अज्यूम शेयर्स फॉरफिटेड ₹4 from Bhumika. So from Bhumika we already collected ₹4 and now reissued to Palak and various cases. Case 1 ₹4. Case 1, sorry, ₹6. Reissued at ₹6. So beta, this is already collected. This is already collected. And reissue means now I am going to collect it. Reissue means ₹4 I already collected from Bhumika and I cancelled her name from the shareholder list. And case 1, I'm going to take it at reissue at ₹6. So what is the entry? Bank account debit 6. Bank account debit 6. Very simple. Shares forfeited account. Shares forfeited account 4. Okay. And to equity share capital already rupees. Yes, it is a face value ₹10. See beta. Now here cross tally. Cross tally is very simple. Already collected 4. Now collected 6. Total collection 10. Face value ₹10. And therefore no profit, no loss. No profit, no loss. Loss is there. Yes, we'll never get because shares are not allowed at discount. So beta, you have to sell it at minimum ₹6. If you sell it at 5, it's not allowed as per Company Act. So loss का तो सवाल ही नहीं है. So no profit, no loss, 0. So you already collected 4 and now you collected 6. So total is 10 and face value 10 and 0. Chalo, case 2. Case 2, ₹8. Now tell me at ₹8, what is the entry? Case 2, ₹8. Tell me the entry. Yes, what is the entry, beta? Very easy. Sir, bank account debit 8. We collected ₹8. Shares forfeited account debit. We already collected 4. But beta, to equity share capital always at face value or called up amount 10. So excess amount is my profit. So to capital reserve 2. It is not my day-to-day profit. So no P&L. So to capital reserve 2. Already collected 4. Now collected 8. Total collected 12 minus face value 10. So ₹2 is my profit. This is for 1 share and this is transferred to capital reserve. Very good. Who answered very fast? Ratna Singh this time. NRO. NRO स्टूडेंट, चलो ओवर, चलो केस 3 ₹12, case 3 ₹12. Now tell me the entry. Jyotiza, in study material we have 2 separate entries, but Sanket sir merged both entries. So beta Jyoti, yes, in study material you may have 2 different entries. So what study material is passing entry: bank account debit, shares forfeited 2, to equity share capital 10, and to capital reserve in the separate entry. So study material pass bank account debit 8, shares forfeited 2, to equity share capital, and then second entry shares forfeited 2, capital reserve 2 rupees, 2 rupees. So institute is passing 2 separate entries. I am passing combined entry. So both answers are correct. Don't worry. We are passing combined entries. Case number 3. Yes, tell me the entry part for case number 3, beta. I am waiting for your answer. Beta, Sonu Shaw, intelligent guy. Shivam Gupta, intelligent guy. Jyoti, no beta, wrong. सार्थक बेटा इंटेलिजेंट. अब्दुल आजकल बहुत पागल जैसे कर रहा है बेटा तू. यस. शिबा इंटेलिजेंट गर्ल. अब्दुल क्या हो रहा है बेटा आजकल? Shiba Khan, wrong. See beta, I already told you. Bank account debit 12. Shares forfeited account debit 4. To equity share capital 10. To capital reserve, see beta, capital reserve cannot exceed shares forfeited balance. So beta, this is 4. Cannot exceed shares forfeited balance. And here 2 security premium 2. See beta, this is very, very important. It should not exceed, your profit should not exceed your forfeited balance. And if you collected 12 rupees, it means more than face value. So beta, out of 12, 10 is in equity share capital and 2 is in security premium. At the first time, yes, you should write it. Yes, Palak beta, very good. Ankit Mishra, wrong. Sarvesh, wrong. Sejal, correct. Mahesh Pandey, पहुंच रही है queries. Just checking your answers. Those students, Priyanka, yes, very good. Jha nahi, other Priyanka. So those students who have written this correctly, now you got this concept of reissue. Now once again read it. It should not exceed your shares forfeited balance. Why are you making mistake, beta? Why are you making mistakes? Yes, got it or not? Chalo, tell me fast. मानसी कुमारी, मैं सबके नाम नहीं ले सकता हूं. यस सर. अब्दुल, ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट हो चुका है तू? यस. आगे वापस करनी नहीं है ये गलतियां। ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं चलेगा भाई सीए कोर्स में। यस, आई नो योर पोटेंशियल, and you know those students who are regularly interacting in the comment section, I know each and every student's potential, and those names, remember, names which are normally I take in the class. Now in last batch there was a student Anant Raman. He cleared his both groups of accounts. Advanced account is scored 80. So I know each and every students by their performances in comment section. So those who are not writing beta, it's okay, okay, but I know all names who are writing it regularly. ठीक है, देखो एक बार हिंदी में बता देता हूँ। कुछ स्टूडेंट्स ने लिखा है सर प्लीज एक बार हिंदी में बता दीजिए। डोंट वरी बेटा। देखो शेयर्स फॉरफिटेड में कौन सा बैलेंस होता है एक बार हिंदी में समझ लीजिए। शेयर्स फॉरफिटेड मतलब जो अमाउंट मैंने ऑलरेडी कलेक्ट कर लिया है। मैंने पलक से कितना, पलक बोलो, मैंने भूमिका से कितना कलेक्ट किया था? मैंने भूमिका से 4 रुपया कलेक्ट किया था। अभी 4 रुपए मैंने कलेक्ट किया था भूमिका से, अभी 6 रुपया जो है वो मैं अभी कलेक्ट करूंगा। तो मैंने यहाँ पे 4 रुपया और 6 रुपया, मतलब मैंने 10 रुपए का शेयर है तो 10 रुपए कलेक्ट किया, तो ना हुआ फायदा ना हुआ नुकसान। सो यहाँ पे बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट शेयर्स फॉरफिटेड अकाउंट डेबिट 4 टू इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल 10, ये पहली एंट्री होती है। सेकंड केस में क्या होगा बेटा समझ लीजिए, बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट 8 होगा, शेयर्स फॉरफिटेड अकाउंट 4, मतलब जितना अमाउंट मैंने अभी कलेक्ट किया उतना टू इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल 10 दिखेगा एंड टू कैपिटल रिजर्व में 2 रुपया आएगा। सो इट्स अ बैलेंसिंग फिगर। 8 और 4 12, 12 माइनस 10, 10 रुपया शेयर फेस वैल्यू था, तो कैपिटल रिजर्व में 2 रुपया दिखेगा। एंड सपोज मैं शेयर 12 रुपए में बेच रहा हूँ, 12 रुपए मतलब बेटा फेस वैल्यू से ज्यादा, तो यहाँ पे एक लाइन हमेशा याद रखो कि हमारा जो प्रॉफिट होएगा वो प्रॉफिट कभी भी शेयर्स फॉरफिटेड से ज्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए। तो बहुत से बच्चों ने क्या एंट्री पास किया, अभी जैसे हमारे अब्दुल भाई ने क्या एंट्री पास किया, बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट 12 शेयर्स फॉरफिटेड, ये बराबर किया 4 टू इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल उसने 10 किया एंड कैपिटल रिजर्व में उसने 6 डाल दिया। बेटा कैपिटल रिजर्व में 6 इसलिए नहीं डाल सकते क्योंकि शेयर्स फॉरफिटेड से ज्यादा ये बैलेंस आ ही नहीं सकता। तो कैपिटल रिजर्व में ज्यादा से ज्यादा 4 आएगा, तो ऊपर का पैसा हम लोग सिक्योरिटी प्रीमियम में डालेंगे। बस इतना ही लॉजिक है। यस, गॉट इट क्लियर? यस भूमिका, वेरी गुड। अंकित प्रसाद, इतना ही याद रखो कि हमें कभी भी कैपिटल रिजर्व में जो बैलेंस है वो फोरफीचर से ज्यादा, क्योंकि उससे ज्यादा प्रॉफिट कैसे हो सकता है? नए बंदे को हमने 12 में शेयर इशू किया, तो हमें जो प्रॉफिट होने वाला है वो क्यों होने वाला है? क्योंकि हमने पीछे पैसा कमा के रखा है। हमने भूमिका से पैसा कमाया और उसका नाम ही मिटा दिया, तो उसका नाम मिटा दिया शेयर होल्डर लिस्ट में से, इसीलिए तो हमें प्रॉफिट हुआ। तो इसलिए हमें प्रॉफिट हुआ, तो बेटा ये कैपिटल रिजर्व में ही जाने वाला है। यस यस यस, चलो। सो वी हैव कंप्लीटेड विथ कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ, यस, forfeiture के बाद रीइश्यू। नाउ टुडे योर होमवर्क, today's your homework, you solve now 14 15 16 17. Yes, in next session I'm going to explain this question illustration 17 tak, and now I'm going to take one concept of forfeiture of share, debentures issued as collateral security. So in last session we have completed up to 7 illustrations. So in next session, yes बेटा प्रियंका दीक्षित, दीक्षित मतलब मराठी आहे का बाबा तुम्ही? चलो, now I am telling you one more important concept, debentures issued as collateral security. So up to 7th illustration I have finished with, and issue of debentures as a collateral security. Today I am going to take this concept. So reissue concept and collateral security concept I have taken it today. Chalo, so write down. Now this is the next concept of debentures. I know we merged two concepts, debentures and shares. Today we are covering concepts beta. So reissue we have completed, and this is the last concept of the day. Debentures issued as collateral security. And please, this concept is not difficult, but you have to be very focused for this concept. Okay. So debentures issued as collateral security. And suppose if you understood all these problems, please आज के लिए yes ये सेशन के बाद आज मैक्सिमम स्टूडेंट से ये शेयर करना and like button press करना, just advertisement. Okay, चलो. So understand. Debentures issued as collateral security. Now, what is the concept of collateral security? See, collateral means in simple language, it's a pledge or hypothecation or mortgage. So, बेटा गहान रखना, किसी को गिरवी रखना, हमारी सिक्योरिटी में डिबेंचर्स को गिरवी रखना. इन सिंपल लैंग्वेज डिबेंचर्स को गिरवी रखना, इसको हम लोग बोलते हैं कोलैटरल सिक्योरिटी. सो साउथ इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स, सो इट इज लाइक यू नो सम एसेट्स which you have given as a security. For example, if you have taken some loan, in that case you are giving some asset as collateral security, as a security to that lender. So it's called as collateral security. Let's see the example. Yes. But in next session, I'm going to take Milan Oza, that question, illustration 17. So don't worry. See, this is a company and debentures. Sorry. This is a SBI bank. SBI bank has given a loan of rupees 1 lakh. And see, as a security, given debentures, like your house, home loan mein, our house is on stake. So it is like our security. If we have not paid the loan, in that case, that lender may take a possession or ownership of your home. Okay, so that is like girvi rakhna. Okay. So beta, given a loan of rupees 1 lakh and given a security as debentures. As security, what we have given? We have given debentures. When it is given, if loan is not repaid, then debentures are issued. So this is today, and this is on maturity date. So when debentures are issued on maturity date. If, and that is also when loan is not paid. एक बार सिंपली बता देता हूँ हिंदी में. आज मैं कंपनी से लोन ले रहा हूं बेटा, आज मैं कंपनी से लोन ले रहा हूं 1 लाख रुपीस का. आफ्टर 1 ईयर, आफ्टर 3 years, सपोज लोन इज ऑफ 3 years, 3 years के बाद मैं उसका लोन नहीं रीपे कर पाया, तो मैं मेरे कंपनी के डिबेंचर्स उनको दे दूंगा. लोन कैंसिल हो जाएगा, उसके जगह पे मेरे कंपनी के डिबेंचर्स उनके पास आ जाएंगे. ओके, इट्स वेरी सिंपल कॉन्सेप्ट. सो डिबेंचर्स आर इशूड एज अ सिक्योरिटी, collateral security. Chalo. So here you have two options. Option 1, option 2. Yes, both options I am going to explain it. So don't worry. Option 1. How to pass entry? We have 2 options. Number 1, we have taken a loan. So today, what is the entry? I received cash account debit 1 lakh. To loan, it's my liability, shows credit balance 1 lakh. So loan liability, taken a loan. On maturity date, what happens? Alternative 1. But I will do one thing. Chalo, theek hai. Option 1. Alternative 1. I repaid the loan. Repaid the loan. So what is the entry for that? Understand first, loan get cancelled. So liability को debit and I paid to cash 1 lakh. And what is alternative 2? Alternative 2 is not paid the loan. Loan is not paid. What is the entry? Loan is going to cancel, beta. Loan is going to cancel. But what is your new liability? New liability to debentures. So it's a new liability. You issued your company's debentures. So this is called as option number 1. Very easy, beta. Yes, got it or not? Please tell me. Option number 1. Any logic that you are not getting? Tell me fast. Any logic that you are not getting? You can take a screenshot. बेटा शिवा खान हम लोग ये परसों देखेंगे on page number 10.46. So please now focus on this question concept, Shiba. This is really very difficult one if you are not getting it. So we will focus on that question on Monday. Now today. Yes, have you taken the screenshot? Understand now. Today, first entry. This is option number 1. Cash account debit 1 lakh to loan account. Now it's a liability 1 lakh. Now very, very important. One more entry you are going to pass it today. Understand. You will write now this is very important. To percentage debentures. Someone is saying, sir, why not 2% debentures? So 9% debentures. So now beta, suppose that percentage debentures, we are going to write it. 2% debentures. Sir, whether these debentures are issued today, these debentures not issued today, but only entry for debentures we wrote here. So these debentures we are going to issue it in future if loan is not paid, but we are making a provision today and we are not aware. So at least our reader will understand that loan is given, but debentures are issued as a collateral security, and that you have to write it in the notes to accounts that our debentures are issued only if loan is not repaid, that is on maturity date. So we have written debentures over here, but whether we have issued debentures now, no sir, and we have not issued debentures, and we are not aware whether loan will be repaid or not. Today we are not aware. So after 3 years, whether we are going to pay it or not, and therefore we are writing debentures suspense over here. Debentures suspense 1 lakh to percentage debentures, because it's a suspense. We are not aware whether we are going to issue debentures or not, but we are issuing debentures today. We just make a provision. And therefore it is an entry, debenture suspense account debit to percentage debentures. देखो एक बार हिंदी में बोल देता हूँ. देखो हमें ये पता नहीं है कि हम लोग डिबेंचर्स इशू करेंगे या नहीं करेंगे, पर हम लोग आज ही डिबेंचर्स इशू की एंट्री करेंगे, पर हमें ये पता ही नहीं है. डिबेंचर्स को क्रेडिट करके रखेंगे साइड में, एंट्री का क्रेडिट करके रखेंगे, बट डिबेंचर्स इशू नहीं करेंगे, इसलिए सस्पेंस को डेबिट देके रखा. हमने किसको डेबिट दिया? डिबेंचर्स सस्पेंस. सो वी आर नॉट अवेयर एग्जैक्टली वेदर वी आर गोइंग टू इशू डिबेंचर्स और नॉट. दिस इज डिपेंडिंग ऑन द मैच्योरिटी डेट. सो ऑन मैच्योरिटी डेट व्हाट हैपेंस? And maturity date, alternative one Yes, loan is repaid. Loan is repaid. We just pass the entry that debentures are issued, but whether we are not aware whether we will pay loan or not pay loan. हमें ये पता ही नहीं है कि हम लोग लोन पे करने वाले या नहीं करने वाले. ये तो मैच्योरिटी डेट पे समझेगा, इसलिए सस्पेंस को डेबिट देके रखा रे, इसलिए सस्पेंस को डेबिट देके रखा. Yes, Cammy. Now we will pay the loan. So suppose if we pay the loan, we will pass entry loan account debit to cash. And beta, there is no need to write this entry debenture suspense key. So we are going to cancel that. So debentures account debit to debenture suspense. We will cancel that entry. Cancel the entry. Total entry, whole entry. And option number 2, alternative number 2, loan is not paid. Beta, loan is going to cancel, beta. Liability is going to cancel anyhow. But now you are issuing debentures. Already you issued debentures. So make cancellation of debenture suspense. So debenture suspense is getting cancelled, and don't record debentures again. Don't record debentures again. So this is the logic. Better in exam you may get any situation. So please you solve this illustration number 8 and illustration number 9. And once you solve this illustration 8 and 9, these problems are very easy. So these are some two situations, alternative 1 and alternative 2. Alternative 1, once, yes, understand it logically. First entry will be cash account debit to loan. So we have taken a loan. We will not pass any entry. So in this alternative, we are not going to pass any entry. So directly debentures entry on the maturity date. So maturity date पे हम लोग debentures के entry pass करेंगे. यदि loan नहीं repay हुआ तो, loan repay हुआ तो debenture का सवाल ही नहीं आता सर. Loan account debit to cash or loan account debit to debentures if loan is not paid. But here beta debentures entry you are passing today only. So beta we are not aware whether we are going to pay it or not pay it. So it is a debenture suspense account. So debenture suspense to debentures. So cash account debit to loan, debenture suspense account debit to debentures. So on now due date what happens? You paid it. So no need of this entry also. So loan to cash, both entries will get reversed. Debentures account debit to debenture suspense. And alternative 2 में we already issued debentures. हमने debentures already issue कर दिया है और हमने loan repay नहीं किया तो वापस 2 debentures करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Loan account debit to debenture suspense, and we have done with this entry, sir. It's very easy, sir. It's very easy. Yes, Mansi Kumari, thanks for this class. Yes, your 1 minute comment also very important. So in next session on Monday, I'm going to take it at next level. So we are going to solve many illustrations based on this concept, and I hope you understood this session. And on Monday we have a last session. So till now, bye bye. I want every one of you, please write it these entries one more time, and whenever you are coming on Monday, please write it in the comment section on Monday. So these entries I will ask you on Monday itself. So today we have completed reissue part. Reissue is very simple, sir. Bank cash comes in. So bank account debit, shares forfeited account debit to equity share capital to capital reserve. So just revision of 2 minutes. So first reissue part, reissue and cancel it. So cancellation, shares forfeited as a credit balance. So give now debit. So shares forfeited account debit to capital reserve. And second one is a reissue, sir. Bank account debit, shares forfeited account debit to equity share capital to capital reserve. It's very simple, sir. In case of bank loan, so beta first option 1, that you will not pass entry debentures now. So what is the entry? Bank cash account debit to bank loan, and on due date, on maturity date, you are going to pass the entry bank loan account debit to cash. And the second entry will be if not paid bank loan account debit to debentures. In number 2, this is option number 2. First entry will be cash account debit to bank loan, and second entry will be debenture suspense account debit to debentures. And after that, on first, if loan is repaid, what is the repaid entry? So entry will be loan account debit to cash, and debenture suspense you are going to cancel it. So debentures account debit to debenture suspense. So this is option number 1. And if you have not paid the loan amount, in that case loan account with debit to debenture suspense, and debentures you are not going to pass this entry once again. So this is all from my side. Thank you, and we'll meet on Monday. Till that, bye bye, majama rejo and aujo. Yes, next one, yes, we are going to see it on Monday. Thank you.